Elsewhere in the news, Elliotte Friedman making a bit of noise today on 32 Thoughts, as he does. He is the dominant insider in this space.
Yep.
And he had quite a bit to say about the whole coaching search side of things.
He did.
There's three clips we want to play from Elliotte and Kyle and the fine folks over at 32 Thoughts. The first one is...
I believe, Pat, it'll be his comments on Daryl Katz' involvement in this, if we have that one.
So let's take a listen to first. Here's what he had to say on Daryl Katz' supposed involvement in this decision to fire Kris Knoblauch.
Number one is the owner. I think Daryl Katz is really unhappy. I think he's angry at the result this year. I think he's angry at the way they played this year. And I think he made his displeasure clear.
There you go.
All right.
I mean, Daryl Katz is always... He's a very interesting owner because I think he backs the team in every way financially.
Yeah. Yes.
But with that, of course, he's clearly not afraid to be like, hey, I don't like this. Like, he doesn't just sit back, which, for better or for worse, I guess, whichever side of the fence you want to stand on. But in this case, clearly he felt that Kris Knoblauch underachieved this season, like many other people did as well. And he stepped in and made the decision, it seems like. Do you think that's fair to say?
And where do you think he gets his intel from?
Well, he couldn't be anybody on the bench.
I think this is a situation where Paul Coffey is once again flexing that he has a lot of power in this organization. The next thing he had to say was, I mean, basically that the Oilers' only option here is to win the bidding war for Bruce Cassidy.
Has no choice but to drop bags of money on them and make sure they get their man. I mean, that's just kind of the situation they've been put in. And everything I heard Thursday about why they may have made the decision, it just screams Bruce Cassidy.
The other thing that Elliotte added in this as well, he believes that Vegas still hasn't accepted or denied any of this, right?
Yeah.
The permission to do
And
it.
he added he thinks they're waiting until their series with Anaheim
That's
is up,
what I
which
was
is
gonna
now
say.
up.
Which he did say. He's like, well, maybe we'll hear something over the weekend. Plus, I guess, did I hear correctly? The Vegas series might not start till Wednesday.
I believe that is correct.
So they're going to have, well, pretty much a week, right? Just under a week to finally pick up these unknown caller phone calls now and be like, oh, hey, Stan, didn't know you were trying to reach out. Yeah, go ahead, talk to Bruce, see what he's got to say for himself. Bruce Cassidy as well, just I think he was on NHL Network yesterday or one of those podcasts, and was basically like, yeah, I want to be coaching right now. Like, I want to get back into the swing of things. So, like, it ain't Bruce Cassidy, but also too... Tyler pointed this out earlier in the week. Anyone else find it a bit funny that all of a sudden Bruce Cassidy is on a few podcasts here and there being like, I'd love to coach. And then all of a sudden, like, we never hear about teams reaching out before the coach has been fired, and all of a sudden it goes out. And it's just like, oh, I wonder.
Nothing's a coincidence.
No, I wonder who's saying all this stuff. So it is what it is. He wants to coach. God forbid.
So,
God wants to do his job.
Again, why does information get out? Like, again, I think, and I said this yesterday, I don't think it was a coincidence that in the day after the whole Bruce Cassidy thing leaked, Friedman had it that his number one preference is in Edmonton. And I don't think it's a coincidence that today Friedman's saying, hey, the LA Kings are very interested, maybe less so on the Toronto Maple Leafs front. Friedman kind of made it seem like that's not going to be a fit. And then what else does he bring up? The connection between Stan and Bruce. So, I just think this is, again, all trending towards this happening. And I'd be stunned unless LA is going to sit there and offer him, like, an insane Mike Babcock level contract, like the one he got with the Leafs.
What was that?
I think it was $8 million a year.
Okay, that's what I thought it was too.
Unless LA's doing that, I just don't see a world where the Oilers don't get this guy.
I don't either. And we can play that. We have one more clip, Pat. Let's just play that one more.
Is there a chance that he doesn't end up in Edmonton? Yes, there's a chance. But I think they're going to go hard at him. And the other thing that's interesting, I didn't realize until somebody pointed this out to me today, is that Bruce Cassidy and Stan Bowman have history. They worked together in Chicago. Before Bowman was the GM, he was a scout in Chicago. And Bruce Cassidy, after he was fired as coach of the Capitals, he became a scout for the Blackhawks. He had a tie-in. Bob Pulford had known Cassidy when Cassidy was drafted by the team. And I don't know, I don't want to speak for either one of them. I don't know if they're friends, but I think they are friendly. And I think I heard they enjoyed working with each other, and they had kind of a respect for each other.
All right.
Very interesting.
Very interesting. What's up, Nation citizens? If you enjoyed today's episode of Oilers Nation Every Day, make sure you hit the subscribe button here on our YouTube to not miss any of our content. We got you covered, from interviews, insight, analysis, everything you need to stay up to date on everything around the team. Hit that subscribe button so you don't miss a video.